Hello everyone, welcome to a new process video. As you can see, these are 6x12 pocket pages that I have here. These are photos from my trip to Chicago, and actually this will be my last process video for Chicago because the layout that is behind this one is already done. So this is it. Now, as you can see, I've picked out pretty much everything here. I know that I have cards I wanted to use, and this layout is a little bit different because there's actually an insert that goes in the middle, and I've already done it. So here you can see I had this card with the days of the week in Spanish, and so I thought that's a great opportunity to work in some other languages in other ways, and so I had this card that says ciao. So I figured I got a little Italian, got a little Spanish there. So this will actually sit in the middle, and then this is the other side. So it's got my venture card that I used for the L trains to get myself all around Chicago. And I just made sure that the colors matched both ways. So that's already done. So that will just sit over there. But then I need to figure out what I'm doing with all of this. And I think I definitely want to work in some orange and maybe some pink, because I've got orange, here, a little bit here, but then I've got this bright pink over here, but it doesn't really appear anywhere else. So I figure I need to balance that somehow with getting it on this side of the page. So I'm going to go into my stash and see what I find. So I pulled these out of my stash, and I just got these a little while ago from Tuesday morning, and I haven't even used them yet. They were on clearance, and I thought, well, I can't turn down a good geotag, especially when there are sparkly ones in there. So I had to do it. Now for this one, I think I'm going to use one of the pink ones though. So I have to decide, do I want the larger or the smaller? And then at first I thought maybe I should put it on this card, but now I'm thinking I'm going to put it down here. There's a lot of blank space, so I could even do it in the lower corner. I could do it here. I have options. So I'm going to start with that and just see what I like. I decided to use the larger pink geotag, and when I open this, it's actually 2 sheets. I thought it was just one, but there are 2 in there, so an even better deal. Because the orange sticker, I got this 20% off, so I only paid, what, $1.59? So, I mean, hey, for 2 sheets, that's awesome. So I put the pink geotag right there, and I like it because then these are in opposite corners, and it moves the eye along with that color, which I like. So now I just have to figure out what to do with the rest of these. And then I was also thinking I might stamp on this, just like some little splatters maybe, and I could splatter. Oh, I have pink. I just realized I think I have pink Heidi Swap Color Shine. I wonder if that would be too much with the other pink. But I don't have any orange, so if I were going to do it, pink would probably have to be the way to go. I'm going to think about that, and then I'll be back. I pulled out my pink. It's actually called Blush Color Shine from Heidi Swap, and I did a little test run here. So I'm kind of just waiting for it to dry. Already it looks like it's very opaque, so that's probably a good thing, that it's not going to be too in your face. So I probably will do a little misting on this just to bring in that pink, and then there really will be a diagonal line going across the 2 layouts. I've done the misting, just waiting for it to dry a little bit more, but you can see it's very subtle, which is exactly what I wanted. I didn't want it to be too wild and crazy, so this is perfect. So I'm just going to let that sit there while it dries. And while I was letting that dry, I was looking through some of my stash, and I came across this. This is from this package here. It's called On Our Way. It's an ephemera pack from Fancy Pants, and it has kind of this triple star element in there. So this is actually the inside of the middle one, and I must have used the star on something else, I think, because that's not in there to my knowledge. And so I was thinking maybe I could kind of get creative here and have it overlap like that, and then just kind of trim off the excess just to bring in a little bit of that orange. Otherwise, I'm not sure how else I would get that, because I have it a little bit on this side, a little bit here, but that's kind of it. So I think I'm going to work that in there. Or you know what, actually, should I do it up here so that it's spaced more away from this orange? Maybe I should move it up here. I kind of like it. It shows up better here, otherwise it's kind of white on white. Ooh, maybe I'm going to put it there instead. I did add that right here, and then I just trimmed off the excess on the edge, and I really like that. I'm glad that I made that change. Otherwise, having them next to each other wouldn't have been the worst, but I think this is the better option. So that's probably all I'll do on this side because I've got several things happening here and some bright colors. And let's see, over here, maybe something here. There's some dead space. This is too busy. Can't add anything there really. Same with here. The only thing I might be able to do here is maybe stamp a little bit. But if I'm going to do something here, I wouldn't want those stacked on top of each other. So I'll have to make the decision. Is it going to be here or here? All right, when I was trying to make the decision, I decided it was going to be in this space. And then when I went back to look through my ephemera stuff, through all this fancy pants stuff again, I found that star that was in the middle here. I thought I had used it, but it was stuck behind something else. So I do have it. So I think I'm actually going to put it right here, because then it's above the other orange. It's not super distracting. It's across from, across from this one. And you can tell that these go together. And so that gives another diagonal there, which I think is visually interesting. So I'm going to add that on right now. So I attach the star there, and I put everything in the pockets because I think this one is done. So let's take a look close up of the left-hand side. Love that geotag. And close up of the right-hand side. And, you know, this one, it was simple and it came together super quickly, but that's okay. And I'm happy to say this album is done. So the next thing you'll see about Chicago is a flip through video showing the second half of my trip. So I hope you're looking forward to that. Thanks for watching, everyone.